All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Duffs to Divots podcast. Sponsored by Dripgolf, which is us. My name is Jatin, this is Kartikeya. And today you are seeing another guest, which is our first guest on the show. Someone who is extremely talented. From a very young age, started playing golf. We thought that we would bring guests who can basically bring some inspiration to this generation of youngsters
Yeah.
in India who are पहले ऐसा होता था कि a lot of people used to start by default there's a setting of playing cricket.
Yeah.
Right now we want to change that. It is already changing, but we want to kind of align it a little bit with golf, clarify a lot of doubts in people's mind जो लोगों को आते हैं कि करना चाहिए नहीं
Yeah.
करना चाहिए, because there are a lot of questions parents के लिए भी, and how's the experience like. So we thought that let's start off with a youngster directly rather than a
Who's
uh,
already playing at like the best level
exactly.
possible.
So she started off with golf, playing pro golf 3 years back when we started our जर्नी. ऑल्सो हम दोनों, हमारी ट्रेजेक्ट्री थोड़ी अलग चल रही है. इसकी ऐसे चल रही है, हमारी ऐसे चल रही है. सो क्वाइट डिफरेंट ट्रेजेक्ट्रीज, बट विल डिस्कस
Yeah.
एवरीथिंग. First of all, huge welcome to Unnati Singh. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड और बता देता हूँ. So we started playing golf through a golf range which is Zen Golf, and she's been practicing there. Her coach is there, so
Yeah.
we'll talk about that a lot more as well. So yeah, maybe Karthik, you want to start off with some questions for.
I think before the questions, I'll
Yeah.
just say that how we met was we were at the golf range, and I think you were practicing, and me and Karan we were practicing, and suddenly Karan is like कि चलो आओ ना. He's like he sees her and he's like यार ये इतनी छोटी सी है और इतने बढ़िया बढ़िया शॉट मार रही हो और हमारे शॉट लेफ्ट जा रहे हैं, राइट जा रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं. एंड तो फिर देन शी वेंट टू द चिपिंग ग्रीन. देयर वाज अ
Yeah.
डेडिकेटेड प्लेस एंड करण वाज लाइक चलो आ जाना यार इसके साथ चिपिंग करेंगे. आई थिंक वी it was dawn or it was dark and the sun was setting. तो हमने बस बोला कि चलो अभी चिपिंग खेलते हैं, एंड वी स्टार्टेड चिपिंग विद हर. शी बीट अस इन ऑलमोस्ट एवरी कंपटीशन दैट वी प्लेड. चिपिंग खेला, फिर हमने पटिंग खेला, फिर तो हमें असलियत रियलाइज होगी कि छोड़ देते हैं. सो that's how I met her, and then I met her dad, and that's how we're here. So
Fantastic.
welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah. And
First question, I want to ask
Yeah,
first
yeah.
question,
Go-
and I think
go for it.
everyone wants to ask, why golf? Like,
Hmm.
what pushed you into golf? Like, I mean, do you have a history, like family history? कोई खेलता है family में golf, या I mean, why did you select golf as a sport for you?
My chacha and my cousin brother play golf, and my parents were trying to put me in a sport. And when I played golf, I started to like it, and I started developing more interest in the sport.
Hmm.
And then I thought that I think golf is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you try any other sport or just directly into golf? Like team sport से बोरियत हो गई थी, या फिर you decided कि okay, picked up the first club and you said okay, I think I like it. I mean, that's the sport I want to play.
I tried gymnastics before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
but I liked golf better.
No. One way or the other, we'll get an Olympian.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like golf is also an
Yeah,
Olympic
yeah.
sport now.
Yeah.
Which is
Abhi, I think Nelly Gowda won at Olympics.
yeah,
Yeah.
very
So
good.
yeah, the good. So like, what is it that you love about golf? I just want to know.
Golf is a really fun sport. It's challenging, but at the same time, it's fun. I feel excited and happy when I hit a good shot.
Yeah. So
I think
that
so.
happens often now, I guess,
That's a
with you playing.
motivating factor for everyone.
Hmm.
But I think there's also a dark side to it as well.
The mental side.
Maybe, yeah. So how do you deal with that? I'm sure वहाँ पे those kind of things would also happen to you. I mean, in every round also, or maybe whenever you are playing friendly also or
Yeah.
practicing. कुछ तो ऐसा होता ही होगा जहाँ पे things don't go your way. एक mental game you have to develop, right? And it's not easy. Like, I mean, you are talented, as much talent as you have.
Yeah.
Mental game, controlling the mental game is altogether a different game.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with those Frustrations, basically.
I tell myself I can do this. I remember the time that I played my best score,
Hmm.
and that like makes me motivated
Hmm.
and like ready to move on.
Okay.
एंड डज इट एवर हैपन दैट यू काइंड ऑफ सो गोल्फ में एक चीज़ बहुत सिंपल मतलब बहुत रेयरली ऐसा होता है कि लोगों के साथ नहीं होता कि दे लूज दे फील विद द क्लब्स. कभी कभी होता है कि ना दिन में फील नहीं आ रही, आज ड्राइवर नहीं चल रहा है या आज कोई आयरन नहीं चल रहा है या चिप नहीं चल रहा, तो सभी के साथ होता है. तो उसमें व्हाट डू यू गो बैक टू योर ट्रेनिंग द वे यू ट्रेन्ड, और इज डू यू हैव सम सॉर्ट ऑफ रूटीन दैट यू वांट टू go back
I
to?
I have some videos of myself like during my coaching lessons.
Mm-hmm.
I go through that.
Mm.
Then I follow the routine that I've set, like going back, taking the aim, thinking of several points in my mind that I'll be doing in the shot.
Do you have a song in mind also? I heard लोगों का कुछ वो होता है जैसे कोई क्रिकेटर हो गया या गोल्फ में भी मैंने सुना है कि like people
Some
in
songs
that movie
like that.
also we like you know there's a song right it keeps me calm right
Yeah.
because the moment you get frustrated with your
Well,
shot,
actually, not just in the game, but do you listen to some sort of music while you're preparing or before you're heading out to practice or anything, or no?
When I go to practice during the travel time, I listen to music.
No, what kind of music do you listen to?
I like K-pop.
Oh, you like K-pop, oh, of course. Okay.
nice. So okay, so that's one thing, that's your side of thing where like you started liking the sport, but there is a huge if in India specifically where I don't know the parents are not you know comfortable with sending their kids in a or maybe committing 100% to a sport right for their kids. Part time is still fine. Ki, you know you
खेलने के
you
लिए.
study and then
Yeah.
1 or 2 hours you are playing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But you decided to go pro. You started taking that seriously. So I'm sure वहाँ पे बहुत commitment होगा hours का right. You cannot just like practice for 1 hour a day and then hope that everything will go well for you. So how big was that factor? Did you have to change any mentality from your parents' side, or were they always very supportive?
They are and were really supportive.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing is that I started taking tuitions to cover up the thing I've left behind at school
Yeah.
during the tournaments and to like go ahead and see what's happening at school.
Oh,
Mm.
do you
Like there's a portal, like everything is in a portal, like a device. So we don't have books,
Okay.
use a device. So whenever I want, I can just go through it and see what happened during the day at school.
Okay.
How many hours do you practice in a day or in a week?
2 to 3 hours, 6 days. 6 days in a week. One day I go to the golf course, and while I'm in the range practicing, I take 2 to 3 hours.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. And you practice basically, so you do some sort of practice and then play around and see how it is getting implemented. But who do you play it with? Your coach or anyone else?
Me and my father go, and we're like there's a problem, like we take course lesson.
Okay.
Like, do you, I mean, your friends at school or anyone else like talk about that, like you're playing sport?
Oh yeah,
And
this
people
is actually a
like
pretty good
students
question.
tease each other,
Yeah.
right?
And not just these, I mean, do your friends kind of at school ask you what you do? Do they know that you play golf?
Yeah, they know that I play golf.
And what do they have to say about you playing golf?
They like wish me luck before I go
Oh,
to
that's
the
nice.
tournament. And there are some people who I know in my school who play the same tournaments as I play.
Oh, that's good.
Which school is this? It seems there are a lot of golfers coming out of that school, which is like huge shout
Yeah.
out to the school
Yeah.
as well. And I hope that other schools are also as accommodating as
Yeah,
this
I mean,
one.
and I personally think that other than the parent angle, there's a lot that goes into a kid growing up and learning a sport, because unless and until the school kind of, or the college that they are, they don't kind of push you and they let you have that kind of leverage with your studies.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty hard to become a professional in any sport. I should presume.
आज मतलब मेरे को लग रहा है आज थोड़ा बहुत ज़्यादा सीरियस बातें हो रही हैं इस चैनल पे यूजुअली हम बहुत बकवास करते हैं, सो मतलब
नहीं,
थोड़ा सा मिक्स
होना भी
करने के
चाहिए ना.
लिए आई वांट टू आस्क यू कि लाइक कैन यू टॉक अबाउट एन एम्बैरेसिंग मोमेंट ऑन द कोर्स फॉर यू, लाइक वेयर यू हिट अ वेरी वेरी बैड शॉट और यू नो शैंक बोलते हैं जिसको हम, या यू नो जिसको लाइक शॉट मारने के बाद तुमको लगा कि व्हाट डिड आई जस्ट डू, लाइक आई कैन नॉट
On
बिलीव
a
दिस
tournament, I'm
ऑन अ
guessing. Yeah, in
टूर्नामेंट
a
ऑफ कोर्स.
tournament.
Um,
Don't remember
I,
what happened.
in Black Mountain, it was a long putt. I thought that it's gonna be really, really fast. My caddy was like super fast, super fast. I'm like, oh no, and then I did leave the putt this shot.
Oh really?
No, no. So Black Mountain was recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How was the
you,
experience?
yeah.
Black Mountain, like now you have started playing internationally also, right? What's the difference do you feel like on the Indian scene versus the international scenes? Because the golf course qualities are very, very different. Some are very fast, the contours are very different. So how do you feel the Indian golf course versus
The greens there are really, really different.
Yeah.
They're like soft and smooth, and the fairways are like so smooth, and you just want to go there and like chip or like hit a shot.
Yeah.
It's like that's the main
Mm.
difference.
Yeah. So I think when I came back from, I played Red Mountain recently, and when I came back, I told him exactly the same thing. The greens are so soft, like you land the ball, you know the ball is gonna check, and you're gonna have so much fun around the greens, especially with your chipping and everything. यहाँ तो chipping का सबको everybody knows what to do. But
No,
yeah,
but I mean, but for from a preparation standpoint also, right?
yeah.
To prepare for a tournament, यहाँ पे I think थोड़ा सा familiar होते हो आप.
Hmm.
You're still in India.
Hmm.
वहाँ पे maybe preparation भी बहुत different होती है in the sense, like maybe if you can talk about what's your general preparation like going into a tournament, how do you prepare yourself? Maybe in the morning of the first day also, like how do you plan your day, like just before you are teeing off?
I usually don't really plan it. If it's like the course is like really different, or like people say that it's really different,
Mm-hmm.
we practice more
Mm-hmm.
before the tournament so
Right.
that I get an idea of the course and it's much easier to shot a better score.
All right, so let's talk about a little bit about the training part also.
Yeah.
That's a very important thing. I usually don't go to range at all. I mean, we've been talking about this. He is a regular from a range perspective, but I think it's very important if you are trying to become better at golf, right? So can you take us through how do you practice? So you said you practice 2 hours on a daily basis, right? Or at least for 6 days. But what's those 2 hours look like? Like, you know, how do you divide that? How, like, is there any target training or anything like that that you do?
Yes. So, like, I focus on the things that have lately been not going that great. I take more time in that and try to understand what is like going wrong.
Hmm.
And I feel that short game is really, really important
Yeah.
because, like, in short game, it's really tough, like putting
Yeah.
and chipping, like trying to get it close to the flag,
Yeah.
like for a given.
Hmm.
I think that's the point where you need to focus the most.
Yeah.
Okay. But like if you keep practicing, of course you cannot have a lot of variations on the range from a putting perspective. But I think in that sense your pre-tournament round would come in handy, right?
Yeah.
On how the greens are
Yeah.
performing. But okay. But on the range, like do you have a pinpoint targets that you are kind of trying from a pitching perspective also or a
Yes.
chipping
In
perspective
like
also?
all shots, I take an aim
Hmm.
because if you don't take an aim, it like won't really help you at the course because at the course you might have a little issue hitting on the pin, and but if you practice that at range, like hitting on one target, or like keep changing them also.
Hmm.
Like if you get comfortable with one target, change it on like 5
Makes
to 6
sense.
shots,
Yeah, makes sense.
so that you don't really feel that much of problem
Hmm.
and it'll be easier.
Okay. But do you practice with multiple clubs also with the same range? So let's say if you have to hit maybe 60 yards pitch shot, right? Do you try it with your maybe a 56 or a 54 degree or a 60 degree? Like with different clubs, do you practice or do you have a standard club? So like I love my 56. Mostly I use that everywhere for the short game at least. So like do you have multiple clubs or do you have like do you rely on a single club and you are very do you have a lot of confidence with that club that you can hit different kind of shots with that?
I have confidence on my lob wedge,
Okay.
but in the tournament, I felt that maybe trying with more clubs would help better,
Hmm.
Yeah.
since like some shots go better with a 56 and some goes better with the pitching. So I think that you can change it, and if you have more confidence on the lob wedge or 56, you can use it.
Yeah, and specifically when you're playing on a like on softer greens because like it will spin a lot, right? So you have to control your spin. I don't know if that is already part of your thinking already because you're so young and I don't know the level of details that you go into. So I call him Dr. Golf on this channel. He's into like more of the technical sort of stuff. So I think he would be able to understand when I say, controlling your spin from different clubs maybe, right?
Yeah, I mean that happens, but plus the thing is when you're playing different locations, like you have different pin locations, and there are some pins which are very accessible.
Yeah.
You can just chip it on, and you know for a fact that the ball will get some check and will stop.
Yeah.
But some places yes, as she said, that you would need to play a pitching wedge so that you roll the ball instead of letting it check, and you can play it under the hole, and you can then put it. So yeah. I mean, yeah, good strategy is to have multiple strategies when you're trying to attack the pin. But so, okay, so as far as the practice goes, I think a big shout out goes to Arjun. He's been helping you for a long time, and he's a very good coach, I presume. So, what are your thoughts on Arjun, and how are your practice sessions with him? You have fun with him? How is he? Is he strict or is he very, lenient? How is he as a coach?
He's not strict.
He's not strict?
He's not strict. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll bring him on the podcast and confirm.
Yeah, but so he helps you out with everything, I presume, and so like you're very comfortable with him, and
Yeah, like if I have a problem, even on the day it's not my coaching,
yeah,
I can go and ask him.
yeah, that's good. I mean, that's the sign of a good teacher. So
Okay.
nice, yeah.
But I think like so I was like observing your history of playing tournaments. So I think based on my understanding, I think you've won half of the tournaments that you have played approximately. So you have a very good win ratio, I would say, as of now. So I think everything is going good for you. But I want to like discuss anything which did not go your way, like where you were more frustrated, but you still thought that okay, I played well, but I don't know how I did not win. Was there any tournament where you felt that okay, I played pretty well, but it's just that the other players or were much better or anything like that?
In Black Mountain, the person who came first place 22 under.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And what's the usual winning score in your category? Like what kind of scores do?
In like normal tournaments.
Yeah.
Tournaments.
Mm, I'm not that 2 under around.
Oh,
Two, 300.
22 under.
Like,
2 under.
No, the one in Black Mountain you said how much?
22 under
22
over a
that's-
span of 4 days,
3 days.
3 days.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Which nationality? Indian?
Thai.
That's right. So again, yeah,
home
like
course,
home
right?
course, yeah,
Home
going-
conditions.
yeah,
But still,
But still, yeah.
it's pretty good. Pretty good.
yeah.
But do you like watch golf also? Like, do you try to learn looking at how they approach certain? So I watch. He watches a lot of tournaments, PGA, Live Golf as well. So we try to understand as much as we are not able to implement that on the golf course, but we still figure out. Okay, this is how he approached a hole, or like if you have a role model. Do you have a role model? Like a player,
I
anything?
like Nelly Corda and Gino Thirtikul.
Oh, okay. And but do you watch their games? Anything
I
you learn
don't
from
really
how they
find
approach?
interest in like watching golf.
Okay. Oh, more interested. Okay, and more busy also, right? Right now you're juggling things, right? I mean, that's
School,
another question, right?
yeah.
How do you juggle between school and a lot of I'm sure golf takes a lot out of you physically and mentally also, right? So you're
Yeah.
juggling school as well, and the parents, of course, who are watching would like to understand, right?
Yeah,
If they
true.
introduce this kind of a sport for their kid, how do you juggle that? Do you feel any challenge from that perspective?
Sometimes when the duration of the tournament is like pretty long,
Yeah.
but my teachers and schoolmates are really supportive in that. They help me like in whatever I miss out. And like I said, I have tuitions on like only weekends.
Hmm.
So that helps me cover up
Hmm.
and like go ahead.
Okay.
So, I mean, for now you're able to balance out everything perfectly.
Yes.
So I hope it continues that way.
Yeah, yeah. So you plan to like complete your school, right? Nothing like going directly
Yeah,
into
I complete.
you'll complete it, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's the right way to go. As long as you are able to manage it properly,
Yeah.
right?
We should not compromise on studies.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. I
Yeah.
think that we should definitely put
Good
as
learning for
good
children
learning for kids.
watching. Yeah.
Yeah. But any other challenge you face? Uh,
हाँ मतलब कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम ऐसे लगाओ कि यार इट्स गेटिंग टू मच लाइक कि जो गोल्फ ही हो रहा है या ये भी साथ में करना पड़ रहा है ये वो
कितनी
करना
चीजें
पड़ रहा
इकट्ठी मैनेज करूंगी मैं?
Not really.
है परफेक्ट ये सॉर्टेड लाइफ है मस्त
But who's the calming factor in your life? Your mother, your father, your brother?
My family, whole
Okay,
family.
all family.
Yeah,
Oh, no preferences there. No.
everybody's.
So your brother also plays? No,
He used to play, but he didn't really like that sport.
he didn't really like golf.
No.
Wow. I started betting that if you play for 2, 3 rounds in golf, you cannot leave it. I was wrong. Like I'm finally proven wrong. I have someone who did not like golf, which is surprising for me.
Yeah, I think
It is
when
surprising.
you're a little young, then it's easier to have more options with sport, and you can always diversify. But no,
But does he play any other sport?
Cricket.
Oh, cricket he plays.
so once you age out, then obviously it's hard for you to choose between a lot of sports because you're physically you can't keep up with those sports. So everybody falls to golf.
So IPL for him and IGPL for you.
Like
That is how it is. That is how it is going to
no,
happen.
IGU,
Huh?
IGU.
IGU. Yeah, eventually
Yeah.
IGPL, the senior thing. But like, do you like that the sport is growing in India? Now there are a lot of tournaments coming up. I think पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था.
Hmm.
Now there are a lot of. Do you like? I mean, do you have a problem of selecting कि मैं इसमें खेलूं इसमें नहीं खेलूं? Like, do you ever face that dilemma या फिर like you go and play every round or every tournament that comes your way?
I don't really think of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but क्योंकि eventually it will be kind of tiring, right?
No, but
At
I
least
think
till the time you are.
I think you just I'm guessing अभी तो सब every scheduling has to be done around schooling as well. Like a lot of things have to be scheduled around your schooling की कैसे है उसमें बीच में कैसे निकल सकता है I'm guessing.
But who manages your scheduling? Your father? Everyone? Like everything around your logistics, travel, caddies, and I'm sure someone is managing, right? Everything for you.
Like the caddies and like the golf stuff, my father does that, and otherwise, my mom and dad both.
Okay. Very good.
Nice.
I think you
बोला
have a good
supporting.
enough support system.
Yeah.
I hope like people get inspired by providing such a support
Yeah.
system. But do you think anything that should be improved in the Indian golf scene? I mean, uh, what age do you think is appropriate for parents to send their kids to play golf? ऐसा ना हो ना कि मतलब बोले कि 2-3 साल से स्टार्ट कर दो लाइक होता ना आईआईटी की तैयारी शुरू कर दो 3-4 साल से 5 साल से बट व्हाट इज द एप्रोप्रिएट एज डू यू थिंक अगर किसी को अपने बच्चे को गोल्फ में डालना हो तो
Like 7 years or 8 years,
ओके
so
Sorry.
that like they have the time to develop interest in it and like take it more seriously.
But how much time did you take to develop your swing? Matlab, because it's a transition, like you keep on polishing it, I would say, if I have to, like, if that's the right
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
आज तक हमारे साथ भी ऐसा ही होता है कि अच्छा कुछ आज figure out हो गया. 2 days back my friend called me and said, I had an epiphany I understand that whip, he called me up, like. तो एक वो चीज होती है ना, एक there's a proper story or a kind of transition from a very bad swing to a very good swing that you are comfortable with. So how much time did you?
I was 7.5 years when I started,
Hmm.
and it took me around 1 year.
But by the time we met her, I think she was like
She
had
was
a,
already on it.
already had a
Yeah, yeah.
decent swing, I
Ahead of
would
the
say.
curve.
Ahead of the
Yeah,
curve.
yeah,
That I
yeah.
remember. मतलब इसको देख के हमें ऐसा लगता था कि यार ये छोटी सी बच्ची कर पा रही है, हम नहीं कर पा रहे. ऐसा क्या प्रॉब्लम है? मतलब उसको देख के ऐसा लगता था कि इतना इतना इजी स्विंग है यार, इतना इजी लगता है कि मतलब इसमें क्या डिफिकल्ट है. then when we hit a shot, like we are almost blank then, right? So but हाँ, I think related to that एक और चीज मुझे पूछनी थी. जैसे गोल्फ में ना एक कॉन्सेप्ट होता है, डिस्टेंस वर्सेस एक्यूरेसी, राइट? सो हमारे साथ आधी प्रॉब्लम पहले ये होती थी कि हम लोग बोलते थे कि वो एकदम तेज मारना है ना, वी हैव टू कवर 200 यार्ड्स और 250 यार्ड्स. सो डिस्टेंस वाला जो एक थॉट है ना, दैट इज वन पार्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी जहाँ पे पीपल कीप ऑन काइंड
They get
ऑफ
stuck with.
प्रिपेयरिंग इन जिम,
Yeah.
है ना, बहुत सारा वो फिजिकल एक्सरसाइजेस करते हैं अपने आप बॉडी को वैसे ट्रेन करने में. स्पीड ट्रेनिंग बोलते हैं जिसको, है ना, स्पीड ट्रेनिंग भी करते हैं. एंड द अदर साइड इज द एक्यूरेसी पार्ट, द नेली कॉर्डा और द स्कॉटी शेफलर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, राइट? जो दे आर लाइक फर्म बिलीवर्स की एक्यूरेसी वाला जो चीज़ है. सो माई क्वेश्चन इज, do you feel that after, like, let's say, couple of years or 2 3 years, would you go for something like do you want to gain distance with respect, or do you want to prepare physically to be in a position जहाँ पे you can cover more distance, or would you rather work on your accuracy first? Because distance में एक advantage ये है कि जैसे आपने par 5 में 2 शॉट में green पे पहुंचा दिया, so accuracy अगर पटिंग खराब भी है तो भी बर्डी तो लग ही जाएगा, मतलब लाइक वैसा कॉन्सेप्ट है ना. एंड देन द अदर कॉन्सेप्ट इज कि आप ले अप करके जा रहे हो, एंड देन आपने
Yeah.
बर्डी बनाया, लेकिन आपका पिच शॉट अच्छा है, शॉर्ट गेम अच्छा है. सो व्हाट्स योर थॉट प्रोसेस? थोड़ा लंबा क्वेश्चन है, बट you can answer
I
whichever way you
feel
like.
that accuracy is first priority
Mhm.
because you can take a bigger club,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you can't like miss the green and say that distance अच्छा गया.
Yes.
Yeah.
हाँ, ये हम भी बहुत बोलते हैं, मतलब like I've seen people, मतलब टूर्नामेंट में भी, like people hit beyond the green and it just becomes very difficult to come back.
Yeah.
क्योंकि most of the times the slope is against you, तो वो बहुत difficult एक चिप शॉट हो जाता है अंडर प्रेशर.
Yeah.
आप अच्छा एक ड्राइव मारने के बाद आपने ग्रीन के बाहर मार दिया,
Yeah.
सो वो कंट्रोल नहीं होता डिस्टेंस. सो
So, I mean, yeah, that's something that I think people should really work on is your accuracy, because I think chipping and approach shots are your maximum scoring opportunities. So, and if you're wavered with your shots, no matter how long you are, doesn't make sense. So, yeah.
what
Good.
did you learn from her
Me?
while you were practicing at Zen?
वही था कि भाई like look at her accuracy, the way she is hitting her shots, and हमारा कभी लेफ्ट जा रहा है, कभी डफ हो रही है, कभी बॉल टॉप हो रही
like
है.
I remember we used to ask her dad कि यार कितने साल से खेल रही है ना. he used to tell her कि ask कि यार ये ना, मतलब जो भी टाइम फ्रेम था, I don't remember. हमें लगता था कि अच्छा चलो ठीक है, एक साल है हमारे पास, हमारे पास एक साल है, अभी हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. But I think it was
1 year later.
yeah. But I used to see him every day
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So that
Religiously,
was
yeah.
like one of very inspiring thing, very good thing for me to see कि यार people are committing. मतलब
No, so
ट्यूशंस पे ठीक है, लेकिन यहाँ पे
no, because I'll tell you, so give you a little feedback also. For me, example, like if I look at my younger years, I always wanted to play cricket, ठीक है, as almost every guy wants to. So, but then I had to go to Vasant Vihar to get my coaching. My coaching was in Shanti Sports Club. So, and I used to stay in Malvinagar, and it was a long hike, right? and my dad was way too busy and my mom was way too busy to kind of take me here and there, so I left it in the middle. I was like, यार अब छोड़ो, like I played up till state and state से फिर वापस आ गया कि अब नहीं हो पाएगा. But so coming back to your example, that somebody in your family showing up every day for everything that you do is a big thing. And I think वो होता क्या है, we tend to neglect all of these things. So I think you should, tonight go and tell your papa, mama, thanks, for what you're doing, because taking time out from their life to kind of push you into the right direction, it takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of time. So yeah.
And talking about energy, like, do you ever feel कि यार आज नहीं खेलना है, मतलब होता है ना एक ठंड वाला जो सीजन होता है ना, you are inside your रजाई or your blanket and you said पापा आज नहीं हो पाएगा
और पापा
यार,
डंडा दिखाएंगे,
आज
नहीं
नहीं
यहाँ चल रहा है.
आज नहीं हो पाएगा, like it becomes very difficult. Like, is there any day जहाँ पे तुमको लगे कि नहीं आज नहीं practice करनी है?
Like mostly in the winters, I'm
Yeah.
like cozy in my bed, but
Yeah.
my parents don't force me to like go and practice.
Mm.
And, yeah.
Based on your love for the game, basically, right? It's on you. Okay. But tournament में you don't have that option, right? So how do you,
don't know why
like,
that feeling
winters
doesn't
में
come
भी
to me.
but
But winters
में
में
भी
the
tournaments
tournaments
होते हैं
वही
ना,
मैं
तो
भी
हम
वही
लोग
कह
जब
रहा
सुबह खेलते हैं तो हमें लगता है कि यार हाथ ही नहीं चल रहा है.
था.
Like,
नहीं, but tournaments usually start late also, and I don't think you have tournaments in the lot of tournaments in the winter compared to summers, I think.
Yes, but there are many tournaments in winters early morning.
No way.
oh no.
I remember I had one US Kids tournament.
Hmm.
It was like freezing. And
Yeah.
I was like, what should I do? And then my hands were like numb,
Mhm.
my feet were numb, and I
Yeah.
was like, just cool down.
Let's cool down. Let's heat up.
Let's eat up. Yeah. But how do you read do you read the greens or your caddy helps you with that? Because I saw one, we were playing in ITC, I remember, and there was a kids tournament. And frankly, I thought that we should not have come today to play because it was ridiculous. I mean, I think I putted three times I putted three times almost on 5, 6 holes. And literally from 10 feet onward, 10 feet, I was not able to, putt in for, let's say, within the two putts or a single putt. Every time I used to hit the putt, it used to go at a similar distance as far as I was on the previous shot.
So it was
basically.
very fast. So on the
Extremely
tournament.
fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you judge that. I mean, on the greens, I'm sure your caddies are helping, but do you have a fair bit of understanding on how to read the green?
Yes, so I was taught this technique that check the hole,
Okay.
and on one side, like the grass, thoda, like it'll be brownish.
Yeah.
And that means the green is going like this. For example, the brown part is right over here.
Yeah.
That means the greens are going like this,
Okay.
and it's faster. And when the green is in light color, like light green,
Yeah.
that means it's like really fast. And when it's in dark green, that
It's
means
very
you like
slow,
you
super
just gotta
slow.
putt it more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like boom.
Then it'll have a
And like
little
you
more
just need
grab.
to check the slopes, and for the aim also you need to check from all four angles
Yeah.
to like get a better understanding on it.
Do you have a particular way to check your angles on the
Like
putting?
someone does this, like, on their club.
Some have
They
aim
pick up
point
like this,
putting. Yeah.
some are doing
Check the
aim point.
slope.
Yeah.
Some of them are doing aim point putting.
Yeah.
Or
Do you have like a particular way you putt, or you just it's all feel?
Like I go back,
Hmm.
I check the line, I recheck with the caddy, like see what their opinion is,
Yeah.
and then I check all four angles.
Mm.
Sometime might not four, like two, like front and back,
Mm.
and then I get like most of the information I need.
But do you go against your caddy or do you go with your gut instinct whenever both of you are not in line? Okay, how much?
I
What do you do?
usually go with caddy, but sometimes when I'm like, ये तो पक्का नहीं है. I go with my
That's a
gut.
very awkward conversation to have with your caddy. I mean, we've been doing that where
Yeah.
इसको थोड़ा सा like गुस्सा भी आ जाता है कभी कभी कि यार ये नहीं है, मैं मारता हूँ लेकिन ये नहीं है.
नहीं, but because I'm usually very short
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
so putting में like my reading is pretty decent. So
yeah.
if for an amateur, and then I get to a point जब कैडी बोलेगा नहीं सर ये राइट से है और इतना आएगा, and I'm like no, this is not going to happen. And then I re-hit the shot and I show it to him that this is not right. But yeah, I mean, so what I think he was asking, what do you do? But yeah, I mean, I think you, and ये मेरे को बाद में भी यही बोलता है कि जो तेरे को लग रहा था वही करना है ना, तो उसकी मत सुन फिर अगर ऐसा लगता है तो I think yeah, at some point you need to let your
Yeah.
instincts
But I
kind of
think for
guide you.
me, the most frustrating part is when you're not able to, like when you reach the green, the putting surface very easily, and then you're not able to putt. Like you're putting 3 times or 4 times on the green. That's the most frustrating part for me. So, has there any been an instance where you putted like 3 times or 4 times, and you thought that okay, this is over. Like I'm almost going to hit my like or throw my putter out of it. Anything like that? Have you ever done that?
Many
Yeah.
It's like really frustrating. You're like, yeah, I can put this, and then you're like, oh no.
Yeah. This.
Yeah. Hmm.
And you're a front nine player or a back nine player? Usually, like I'm a back nine player. I take time to get into the groove. My first 4 5 holes, you'll see like double bogey, triple bogey,
नहीं
and
तो
those
ये
sort of things.
professionals ये कर नहीं
No,
सकते.
but
So
for
I think
professional also, okay. So the question is more from a professional player. Now, what happens is I've observed where some players are much better on second day or third day. So not front nine, back nine, but are you do you play well right from the start, or do you like play much better on second or the final day? You have 3 day tournaments, right?
yeah.
Mostly.
No, mostly 2 days.
Okay,
Oh,
2 days.
2 days.
Okay. So you play right, like you play your game right from the get go, or do you take time to? Uh,
It's not that like sure. It's like sometimes I play better on the first day, sometimes I play better on the second.
okay, yeah, but nothing like that. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
I've observed
when
some
it's
players have,
when it's a
but
4 day
those
period,
yeah,
when
yeah, longer
वो
tournaments,
longer tournaments
maybe,
makes more sense because then
yeah,
you're more used to the course and you're more comfortable with the course on coming on the second or the third day.
yeah,
But I think yeah, 2 day course में I think you'll just
yeah.
it is what it is.
Do you have any dreams, any manifestations that you've done for your golf? What's that?
When I become older, I want to become a professional, and then I want to play the LPGA tour.
Oh, LPG.
Nice.
Okay.
We'll tag LPG here and
We'll tag
we'll tell
LPG.
her.
But I'm sure, like, do you know some of the premium golf courses in the world, like Augusta or anything like that? Do you have any specific golf course in mind where you definitely want to play?
Pinehurst.
Piners.
Piners. Oh, nice.
Nice.
The US Open. Oh, the Open.
Open.
Not
Yeah.
the US Open.
So he asked me the same question last time, and I told him that I'll play at Augusta.
He said-
I'll duff my chip there, and when I take that big chunk out, I'll store it in my bag, bring it here, and
As a
frame
souvenir.
it as a
So it will
souvenir.
be there. Just near the podcast.
Yeah. But I think yeah, that was
Oh, do you have any questions for us? You
okay.
want to
We'll
ask
we'll
us
roll back.
any questions?
We'll roll back.
We have prepared you now for the for any
Yeah.
future press conferences.
Yeah.
Hopefully that you attend and become much more successful while completing your studies also. But do you have anything that you want to ask us? Not like it can be a very stupid question also. Don't ask us how old are you. Otherwise, you can ask us anything.
She's gonna say
No.
no.
Okay, we'll answer the questions after the podcast. Do you have
Yeah.
anything else?
Yeah, I'm good.
I
I'm
think we
good.
are
This
good.
was
We are good for now.
good, and thank you for showing up. And
Thank
it
you
was
for
pretty
being our
brave of
first
you.
guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're our first guest. So yes.
We'll remember you a long time.
Mhm.
And
Oh, we'll keep meeting her.
hopefully cheer you also on your future
Yes.
tournaments. Is there a link? So the tournaments that you play, are they recorded or are they broadcasted or no?
Not yet, I think.
Broadcasting is not yet.
Yeah, I don't
We
think.
should do it. Should
We'll follow you around.
yeah, we'll
Like we'll cheer you on.
record it one live tournament if they allow us, of course.
इंडिया में पता नहीं, बाहर तो अलाउ करते हैं, बट इंडिया में there's a lot
Would
of
you feel pressure playing in like in front of the camera?
Uh,
Oh, there's a pressure because we record our games, and at times when we start very badly in a round, we are not able to recover easily because you are recording like you are on camera. So it's a different ball game.
yeah.
But you'll have to prepare for it because you are going to play LPG eventually, right? So
Okay,
yeah.
then let's do one thing. Let's play around. We'll play around on camera.
Yeah.
We'll set up a date. Whenever you want to go play a practice round, we'll go to any of the courses here. We'll play.
Any courses that you like here in Delhi NCR region, which you really like to play?
ITC.
ITC?
Yeah.
I think that's
The best answer. I mean, that's probably the best course
Have you
that you
played
have to
DLF?
practice.
No, but I went to see some players there.
okay.
Yeah.
There's one near Dwarka which has opened up recently.
Hepta.
No,
I think
no, EPTA is Dholakwa. So Dwarka is a new course which is opening up. It's a 13 hole. अभी तक 13 holes खुले हैं.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, so 3 more courses are yet. No, I mean 3 more holes are yet to be done, completed. So they have opened 13 holes. So that's it's again a pretty decent course.
So
They
we
still have to
record
do.
our videos on the canyon side of ITC, not Ridge Valley. So canyon is, I think, one of the tougher ones, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it really tests your iron game a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
It's
think
like
we'll see. Yeah.
more thin.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
narrow.
It's
Very narrow,
narrow.
and then there is a hazard. Every
Yeah.
hole you have to play a little short and kind of a layup sort of a thing. You cannot open your driver and keep hitting the drivers.
Yeah.
It's not an open course,
Yeah.
like in comparison to Ridge Valley, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah. Good.
But
I think thank you so much for. I think it went much better than expected. I thought you were a little nervous at the start, but now you are.
oh, you have no idea. You should check a pulse right now.
But I think you performed really well and answered very calmly also.
On the course and off the
Yes,
course.
yes.
Thank you.
All the best to you for all your tournaments. We'll definitely cheer for you and keep following your career also. And
Yeah.
then hopefully we'll play one round.
We'll play one round. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, I think for everybody who's been watching, thank you for watching. I think we'll share all the socials to her down in the in our description, and you definitely do check her out, follow her, and yeah, as we will, you should definitely cheer on
And
because
send your kids to.
yeah,
golf
that's
also,
what
right?
I was
That's
about to say, that give your kid a chance to experience something new and different, because everybody is just kind of getting into cricket and the regular stuff, but give a chance no matter what sport it is. Doesn't essentially have to be golf, but yeah, if golf is there available for you, it is accessible today. We have, I think, discussed this a lot of times. There are ranges that you can visit anywhere. In every city, there are going to be golf ranges. There are courses which will allow you to play a practice round, and there are obviously good coaches. Zen Golf mein jaise hai, Arjun is there, and a lot of other coaches in other ranges as well. So I think give it a shot, and I think you never know what comes out of it.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Yeah, that's the motive, like behind recording this kind of a conversation where you feel that okay, there are other avenues also for your kids.
Yeah.
If you support them, I think it's a good sport. It's not a lazy sport. As
Yeah.
people keep talking about, it
Yeah.
takes a lot of physical and mental effort. So please consider that. Please support your kids, and then thank you so much, Unnati,
Thank
again,
you too.
and all the best for your future endeavors. And we'll see you next time. Thank you all for watching and supporting this channel. Cheers.
See you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Good job. वो तुमसे क्वेश्चन पूछेगा, मैं सिर्फ तुम्हारे साथ बीच में आकर टाइम पास करूंगा, बातें करूंगा. नहीं वो शी इज टॉकिंग टू हर कि डोंट लुक एट मी व्हेन
नहीं वो मैं समझ गया था, बट मैं बोलूं, is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, that's absolutely right. In fact,
वी आर एज कैजुअल एज थिंग्स कैन बी, सो डोंट वरी.
Okay.
Nice.
Of course, he is also playing. So what's his handicap? How good is he?
He does not play.
Oh, he does not
He
play.
was